Little kids with their little grubby fingers, they can't reach that. At least I don't think. Who's in the egg? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ljs Garage. I am sitting in a 2021 Kia Telluride SX Nightfall Edition. And if you've seen the Telluride one too many times on my channel, well, I'm sorry. But it's one of my favorite SUVs of all time, along with many other people, and for reasons. And the nice interior, the solid V6, pretty good all-wheel drive system, and a lot of little hidden sprinkled luxury features and some random features that I never knew I even needed. You know, granted, I don't need them because I don't have kids, but I like to pretend like I have kids when I review these and think of what the parents want. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know how kids think. I don't know how parents think, but I know how my mom thinks. And I use that logic. But anyways, I'm going to revisit this in 2022, reviewing a 2021, and talk about some of the key things that I think that make this awesome. And if you're really looking for an in-depth Telluride video, well, look on my channel. There's a few of them. So essentially, you could get a fully loaded Telluride, which is the SX Prestige, and you can have one of those for right around $60,000. And there's not many three-row SUVs with a V6 that give you all of the bells and whistles. So this one's going to be the Nightfall edition, so it's going to give you the blacked out wheels and the blacked out grille. So it's not completely blacked out, but instead of chrome and any other materials, it's going to be black plastics type of thing. Pretty nice, I think. So under the hood, you're going to get a 3.8 liter V6 that makes 291 horsepower. As far as automatic transmissions go, this one's going to have an 8-speed automatic transmission, and it shifts oh so well. I really do like this, if you haven't guessed. I like the Telluride a lot. And my Grand Cherokee right now is being a pain in the butt, and I'm really thinking of buying one of these. But I don't need 3-row SUV, and I really don't need to spend this money on a second car. So those of you that have bought one of these and you are watching this video, I live through you. If you are someone that likes to tow, this will tow 5,000 pounds, which is nice and pretty competitive. A couple years ago, when the Telluride first came out, you could get one for a pretty good deal. Nowadays, that 43,000 MSRP or whatnot starting off for one of these is just, you rarely will see that. You'll be lucky if you find that. But, you know, you got to pay to play sometimes. I don't think paying over MSRP is ever really worth it, but I understand supply and demand, and it is just what it is. All right, so let's hop outside. Let's talk about the outside, then we'll hop back inside and we'll talk about the luxury. All right, so there you have this beauty sitting on very, very, very sharp 20-inch wheels, along with nice brakes behind it, so plenty of stopping power for you and the kids when you're on your way to ballet practice, soccer practice, whatever have you. You can see, like I said, the Nightfall package gives you that nice grille, these wheels, as well as you can see all around this trim is blacked out. So you do get a couple things that are nice with the Nightfall edition, and it's only like a $1,200 option if you buy one of these brand new. What I do love about the Telluride is that you get these cool daytime running lights, and they are amber. I just think that's nice, and it is a style that probably in a couple years will be old and not cool anymore, but for now, I think it's still trendy, it's still nice, and the Telluride just sets itself apart. So when you see one of these behind you, you know exactly that it's a Telluride. You get little vents, a couple different accessories. You're gonna have fog lights down there. But overall, I mean, it is a Telluride. You know what you're gonna get, you know what they look like. And I really don't think there's anything else on the road that looks just like this or just as good for the price that this is. Side mirrors do fold, so that's a nice little touch as well. And the body lines on this are sharp, they're sleek. It is just a nice SUV that fits that of us that are macho and those of us that are a little bit more feminine. This is a nice little balance between giving mom and dad and dad and dad and mom, whatever type of vehicle they're looking for. Like I said, SX, all-wheel drive, V6, dual exhaust. Doesn't sound like anything crazy, but let's go ahead and pop this trunk. And then bam, bam, bam. And while this is opening, special thanks to VossToyota over here in Beavercreek, Ohio. If you're in the Dayton, Ohio area, be sure to stop in, ask for Morgan, and tell them you want to see what they have to offer. And they might still have this Telluride. On this back side, you'll see on this left hand, you got these power controls. And you can go, well, that seat's not going to fold because of the headrest, but you can normally fold the seats from back here. Unfortunately, you can't put them back up, but it is nice. And then, as far as storage goes, you got a little bit of underneath storage. Bam, bam. Pretty nice. And then you got a little compartment for your jack right there. If you do need to put these seats down, it's pretty nice and easy whenever you have this strap, which sits right here. But you just go ahead and you pull this. And then this seat locks right into place. That one didn't want to behave on camera. And so whenever it's time to fold these though, just give it a little pull and then drop right back down. Sorry about the noise. I'm about to hop inside anyways. But yeah, that's what the Telluride has to offer. Pretty nice, plenty of storage, even with the third row seats up. I love it. All right, let's move this seat out of the way. Ta-da! Look, it's like a kid, because kids do that sometimes. But let's say you do want to access this third row. One of my favorites though, you press that little button at the top right here. This seat slides forward and then you just hop right in. Just like that. Boom. And the cool thing is you do have this little guy right here, so if you do need to fold the seat forward or just need to move it so you can be nice and like adjust the seat for this other person sitting here, you can. And so now there's room for a kid. And then me, I'm 5'9". So let's show you guys what this looks like. Bam, bam, plenty of headroom, just enough leg room. And like I said, I could put this back a little bit, but that way someone about my height can sit up there for a quick little drive. Nothing too crazy, but it's comfortable back here. You even get little USB charging ports and you get little vents. We'll talk about the tri-zone climate control in a second whenever I move to the captain chairs. Let's go. All right, so a little dark. But here I am sitting in the second row captain chairs, and you can see this is where I have my seat set for me. I'm 5'9", so 5'9", 5'9", 5'9". Pretty good, comfortable seating, I would say. One of the best when it comes to third row seats, you know, in the market. Unless you get something like a Wagoneer, a Suburban. Who be revving? But anyways, this is one of the best. It's one of the best. Bring your attention to the top, you'll notice that you got some buttons up here. So climate control vents, and climate control settings. You can handle everything from here. Tri-zone climate control, fan speed, all of it is just handled right up there. And it's nice because little kids with their little grubby fingers, they can't reach that. At least I don't think. And then if you close this door right here, you'll see that you've got these built-in sunshades. And there's one over there. Something else I like that Kia does is they hide these little charge ports right here. So they blend in. They're not an eyesore. You got your cup holders right there. Little storage maps on the back. Oh, there's a book. Who's in the egg? Oh, crap. Oh, what the? Hold on. And out came a baby dragon. Let's see how this ends. I'm in suspense. Look, a squirrel. Squirrels are my arch nemesis. The girl and the dragon became best friends. The end. But it is nice back here. It is nice in this whole SUV. I almost forgot to show you guys the sunroof and moonroofs. Pretty nice though. Don't you say? We'll pause right here and talk about this key. It looks like a little detonator trigger thing, so I like that. But you got your lock, your unlock, remote start, you know, trunk release, all of that. So pretty easy, simple key. I love it. And then you do have your little keyless entry, so you can just use this little lock button to get in and out. Pretty sweet. So it does have easy entry exit, so it moves the seat back, tilts the wheel, all that good stuff. And you can see you got analog gauges, but I love that. That's fine. These gauges don't need to be digital and fancy. But what you have is you have access to pretty easy information when you need it. And then the cool thing is if you go into driver assistance, we'll dig into that since that's important. You go to driver assistance and you can see all the different cruise control settings. And then you can see where you have all the warnings, driver attention settings, forward collision avoidance, blind spot monitoring, parking safety. It's all in there and it's all included because Kia knows that safety is important to most drivers and they want that in tech. So they're willing to get rid of a little bit of the extra bells and whistles for all the cool, fancy safety features. That's important. On the left-hand side, you're gonna have your memory seats. So look at this layout. You'll see you got a couple different things. So down at the bottom, you're gonna have your charging pad. That's important, USB. You're gonna have ventilated and heated seats. Toggle up, toggle down. You got manual controls for all your climate settings. And then you do have manual buttons here as well. So that's pretty nice. You got your heated steering wheel. And if you come up to this center control, you're gonna have a bunch of things. A couple of things I wanna talk about. Most of it's pretty self-explanatory. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, sounds of nature. So you can hear calming waves. What about a rainy day? That's pretty nice. Open air cafe. Passenger talk is pretty sweet. So if I were to move this camera to the back, it pretty much magnifies this up here so I can whisper and the sound comes through the speakers in the rear. So it's pretty cool. Isn't that? That's pretty fantastic. So yeah, you can talk to the kids. You're like, shut up! Shut up! I don't know, what else do parents say? Hey, don't eat that! So you do get other things like quiet mode too, which plays music from just the front speakers so that kids in the back sleeping, they're not woken up. You can go to rear climate controls, and then from here you can adjust everything for them back there. And then the cool thing about this is you can just lock it so that those kids can't do anything to that stuff. If you really don't like using screens, you hit rear, and now you can control the rear passenger climate controls and everything all from back here as well. So a couple ways to do all the things that you want to do in the Telluride. Oh my god, look at that fly. Freaking huge. So let's talk about down here. Cup holders, standard. You have different drive modes. You do have a center locking differential, parking cameras. We'll show you what the parking view looks like. Hit reverse. Pretty nice cameras, and you do have a couple different angles that you can see everything from. So makes it pretty easy whenever you need to park the Telluride. I like it. On top of all of that, you're going to get a Harman Kardon sound system. You get all these nice interior. I mean, the trim is pretty cool. This is a freaking awesome package. So this again is the SX Nightfall Harman Kardon sound system, leather wrapped steering wheel, very nice seats, so comfortable. And if I really was wanting something this extravagant, trust me, this would be one of the first on my list. So with all that being said, you know, I've driven the Telluride. It's comfortable, it's nice, it's joyous. I have no complaints. I think it's one of the best riding SUVs, super comfy, and it's a pleasure. So if you got any questions, comments, concerns, be sure to check out the other Telluride videos I've done, or just drop a comment and I'll be sure to respond to you. Trust me, I like responding to comments. So let me know what you guys think. Is the Nightfall package really worth all that? Is the blacked out thing a little too played out nowadays? I don't know. Let me know. But thanks again for checking out yet another video, and stay tuned for more, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.